Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. Today, thanks to Mark Clonis and Instagram, we have some new looks at MAGNEOUS or MAGNEOUS, however you choose to say it. For those of you who weren't alive back in the early 80s and you trying to figure out why in the world is Hasbro making rocks, well, let's go back a little bit. First of all, Magneus looks amazing to me. I used to have the little Rock Lords when I was younger. It was like a spin-off from GoBots, and I know y'all know what the GoBots are. They were the grandparents to Transformers before Transformers took over the world. So, but these are original Rock Lords, and you'll see like people are still selling these. You can get these on eBay for like $60. And yeah, you see it 1985. So back then it was just it were little robots that folded up into rocks. And this is like what you got. There was some articulation, I guess, due to transformation. But other than that, it was just, kind of cool to have a couple rocks in your pocket. And you could just like take them out and unfold them and boom. Well, now here we are in 2023. Ooh, yeah. Every time he walks in my studio and sees all these toys, that's the sound he makes. But anyway, when you see all of these, when you see these images of what we've gone from 1985 to 2023, and now we have a posable, articulated robot that like has weapons. He's got like a what is that? A ram horn? Not a ram horn. I can't think of what the police call a battering ram on the front of his vehicle mode that also doubles as an axe. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I like how the wheels fold over the chest. You know what I mean? To me, that looks awesome. I love the colors. I love the black. Apparently, we've got a green one coming too. So pay homage to the GoBots. But the roof of the car, and I was talking about it with what's her name? I can't even think of her name now. But the car last week, where her roof becomes a shield, it actually works with this guy. Yeah, it does. It actually works with this guy. I like how the battering ram, separates to make like the giant hammer. Now here you have like I showed you, the Rock Lords with one sitting next to Magneus. And like that's another thing about this vehicle, why I have to pick this up. I love how he has that Mad Max look. Now look, this is what the Rock Lords look like if you had the collection of three and you transformed them. This is what we get now in 2023, 2024. This guy looks amazing. Like I was saying, the Mad Max look to the vehicle. If you don't know what Mad Max is, look it up. It just looks like if I'm on the highway and I see this, I'm pulling over. You know what I mean? I don't fear nothing. I ain't afraid of nothing. But if I saw this on the highway, you know what? Here, let me move. You go on and go, sir. You know what I mean? He's fully articulated, ankle tilt. He's a weaponizer, or I'm sorry, armorizer. He breaks apart. Obviously, we see here he's blast effect. It supports blast effects. He's got a 3mm port and a 5mm port, so you can pose him like this. Bring it on. You know what I mean? There's a comparison shot of him standing next to the Junkion. I believe his name is Crowbar. And you can see he's a little bit taller. He's a little bit thicker. Now, in the midsection of the waist, he's a little frail looking. A little frail. But either or, he's still an awesome looking toy. Now, like getting into the transformation, I'm not sure if this is one of those where you can keep it all together and transform it at the same time. But either or, if you got to take it apart and put it, if it's a parts former, that's fine. If not, fine. I know they've done ones where it goes back and forth. His face sculpt, right? His face sculpt looks absolutely amazing. And from what they said on the show, or not on the show, but on the Hasbro Pulse, these are sparkless robots. They're rocks that became, robots. They don't have like a soul or that kind of thing or whatever. I'm interested in seeing how they do this. I would love to see this in a new iteration of the show, honestly. And so here we go. Here's the green version that's obviously coming. And I'm guessing that the way the chest looks on there is to pay homage to how the Rock Lord's robot mode faces looked. But man, like you can use this for weaponry. You can break it apart. You can use it as a truck. You can use it, you know what I mean, turn it into a truck. You got this cool robot. You got, look at that. I mean, that looks serious. You know what I mean? Like you got the roof, the car hood for a shield, and you got the battering ram in the front for the giant axe slash hammer. This guy looks amazing. Guy looks absolutely amazing. Just, you know, he's obviously super posable. The arms look a little skinny. Speaking of skinny, I picked up Velocitron Scourge the other day from Ross. Shout out Dirty School Clothes for telling everybody to go to Ross because they've got Cosmos, Scourge, and all these other people. Scourge is an awesome truck, but his arms are so little. Like, you don't look at it because there's a whole bunch of stuff in front of it, but a lot of these robots have, like, little baby arms. I'm glad they bring in a thick, you know, biceps, tricep, you know, a beefier robot back. Look at Optimus here, using him as a shield with blast effects are, you know, are able to be used. Now, if you have been collecting, like, these weaponizers and battle masters and stuff ever since Siege, you might want to check this out if you need some more shields. And also today, we're looking at a closer look at WINDBLADE. Obviously, Prime vs. Prime has her and MAGNEOUS, actually. And again, this to me looks like it's going to be the best WINDBLADE that we've gotten so far. Granted, we've had like 3. Her ship mode or plane mode looks amazing. I love that the fans can be turned. She's a little bit taller than the, what is her name? I cannot think of her name to save my life, and I literally just did a video about her day before yesterday, or a couple of days ago. So that's what happens when you get old, kids. But Striker, whatever. Here she is with Bumblebee. Oh, speaking of, Earthspark, the game does drop in a matter of days. Let me know if y'all are playing that down in the comments. But yeah, she's exactly the same height as Bumblebee, as she should be, because if you watch the Makima show or the Power of the Prime show, I hope we get a Caminus out of this mold. That's what I want. And then here she is with DevCon, like, you know, she's a nice size. She looks feminine, you know what I mean? Small little waist. A lot shorter than Optimus, but so is Alita, so is RC, so is all the rest of the girls. But it's just something about that red and that baby blue that pops. Again, here she is parked next to Shadow Striker. I remember her name, Shadow Striker. And here she is next to Bumblebee in his car mode. Let me know if you're going to be picking up this WINDBLADE. What do y'all think? Are y'all going to be playing the Earthspark game in a matter of days? Don't forget, people, also, we have a Hasbro Pulse, another Pulse, coming at the end of this month. And Earthspark, the game, will be dropping in a matter of days. I've got Repair on the way. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon.